Hey guys, this is BMAC here, episode 56 of the BMAC Blindcaster podcast. Got the captain. Hey, what's up? Hope to see you soon. Today, a couple of things to talk about today. One is animation voices and my fascination with those, with that, and also my work in radio, doing radio for a while too. I'm also big into that. Um, But before we do that, I want to make a quick announcement really quick here. Next Thursday, I'll be having a guest on the podcast next Thursday at 10 o'clock. His name is John Skinner. He has a carpet business, and he is also a pretty political guy. And we're going to talk about how we met. And I actually sang with him at the State House this year. He was kind of like my background singer kind of thing. He kind of stood in the back while I sang in the mic. He kind of sang in the background a little bit. So looking forward to that next Thursday, guys. Stay tuned for that. And but anyway, start with this radio thing. For those of you who are familiar with this station, I knew Lauren and Wally. They were a radio show here in Boston. They were on the air from 1981 to 2018. So long time. And I got to know those guys pretty well, actually. I went to a lot of events they would do, and I used to do little radio broadcasts and do little things. And that was, we did, first one I did was an appearance at a sports show that they did at the Bayside Expo Center. And I still memorize it. I used to do the Vincent Price part of Thriller. You guys know what I'm talking about, in the ending of the song. And then I also used to do some singing on the radio for them as well. There's some Men for Main jokes. There's a couple Tom Townie tunes on the radio. You guys know who Tom Doyle is. Or I hope you do, at least. If you haven't, then, you can always look on YouTube for stuff, on that show. But I mean, those guys are really nice guys. I mean, they really just, they treated me really good. And they do treat me very, very well, those guys. I'm hoping that at some point I can get Tom on here, Tom Doyle. I know he lives in Norwood, Mass. That's all I know. He lives in Norwood. That's all I know. But he was really funny. Like one of the things Lauren used to ask me was, when I was 10. He used to say, "You're 10 years old, right?" And I would say, "Yes." And Tom would say, "Tell him you're correct onion breath." And I would say, "Tom, what are you talking about?" So he would always make little jokes about make fun of those guys. And he's someone I want to interview on this podcast at some point pretty soon. I would love to have that guy on. Tom Doyle is one of the funniest guys that shouldn't have been let go. I really believe they made a mistake in letting him go. He was a great talent, and he is a great talent. He's one of the best in the business. One of the funniest guys I've ever known in the radio business. He was the best. I kind of get my humor from him, I think, in some form or fashion. The little jokes that I make and that he makes. I think he kind of got me in that little humor thing. But those guys were great and continue to be, great guys. I haven't seen those guys in a couple of years, but again, I want to have one of those guys on. Maybe have Hank Morris on, or just traffic. Known Hank for a long time, but I really want to get Tom Doyle on this thing. He would be really good to have. We could talk about how we've met. Hopefully, there's just something down the road to think about. I want to get done. Would love to, figure out a way we can do that. So animation. Let's see. I find animation voiceovers, for me as a blind person, is important for me, I think. Because, I can't see the pictures of the characters going on with the characters, so the voices are a big part for me. Speaking of voices, a great story to tell. I am, and I always have been, obsessed with the character voice of Harley Quinn. If you don't know who she is, if you're a movie nerd, she was the Joker's girlfriend in Batman, or is the Joker's girlfriend in Batman, of the Joker, I should say. And I wanted to talk to the original voice of Harley Quinn for a long time, Arlene Sorkin. She has done the voice. She did the voice for a long time in the 90s of the character of Harley Quinn. Well, I reached out to her, talked to her on the phone, and we went up talking. And I'm hoping that maybe at some point in this podcast I can have her on over the phone to call in and talk, how we became friends. We haven't actually met before, but we've kind of known each other over the years, over the phone, via email, whatever. That would be great because I would love to, so many people here I know are huge Harley Quinn fans. I know that as a fact. I do know that Olivia is one of our staff here. Olivia is a huge Harley Quinn fan, so that'll make, that'll be really good for us. Would love to, do that. I bet she would love to do it too when she's up for it, whenever she feels better or whatever. But again, guys, you guys have been great. See you guys tomorrow for more rants and raves, and see you guys next week for my guest next Thursday.